This is me here as at the 25th of April 2024, 5 days after my 50th birthday. Blind, lame, unable to do anything.
Hello guys, good morning. Forget about the way I look. Something just happened to me right now that has touched me deeply.
This whole area, as you can see, let's turn round, come and see. Where do you expect all these people to go to?
If you give me power for this country, a lot of things will cease to exist. I'm telling you the truth, a lot of things will cease to exist. Church, mosque.
The Nigerians, my name is Steven Abuashiri, the boat driver that had a misunderstanding with Right Honorable Mascot Igwechi some days ago. I still actually want to apologize to.
Hello and welcome to today's video on NSppd News. I will give you the daily gist and daily happenings around the world, especially in Nigeria. So you've seen the upcoming videos in this session. We've shown you a glimpse of what you'll be expecting in this session. So today we're going to talk about VDM and Wike. VDM has come out on the street to say that this demolition that Wike did is not proper, or that at least even before you go for demolition of properties, you have to either provide a place where these people that were staying in these places would stay. So you not just come out and demolish a building, demolish a place without giving them a place to stay. And even by just demolishing the place, there's a high chance that people would now resort to crimes because somehow they will get desperate, so they will need things to do to survive, and then it can increase the crime rate. So watch the video.
This whole area, as you can see, let's turn round, come and see. Where do you expect all these people to go? This place that have been demolished is not anywhere on the road. Please, one house. It's not anywhere on the road or beside the road. Look at the faces of these people. I hate to stereotype, but it is what it is at the end of the day. What will happen after this demolition is terrorism, stealing, snatching of phones, killing people to collect things from their hands, because these people will be desperate. At a time like this where the economy is not favoring anybody, people are suffering, the price of things are going up, and you are demolishing. Why can't you try another pattern by actually looking for people in your team to look for a pattern to create housing for these people, even if it's a cheaper housing, before you demolish. But you are demolishing and you are putting them on the stage to go and do what? Are they going back to Boronu, where they are kidnapping, where they are bombing? Are they going back to Kano, where there is insurgency and everything? No, they will not go back. They will be here. They will cause another problem for us here. So at the end of the day, it's so crazy that the elites are thinking that the poor people are not part of us. The poor people are your brothers and your sisters. While your daughters are at home, these people are other people's daughters and other people's sons. Look at the children, look at them on the ground. What are these kids going to be? Or what are they going to grow up and be? Look at them on the ground. Look at them on the ground. No school for them again because their parents does not have anywhere to stay. If rain falls now, like this, the rain will fall on these children and the rain will fall on these people. So, Nelson Wike, Honorable Minister, I don't know what you are using this land for. According to Barrister and according to the law, the only way you demolish is when what? Led by strategy is in that part. Overriding public interest. Overriding public interest. Not to reallocate to another person. Good. Not to reallocate because we are entering here now, estate and all that. I understand that you want to develop Abuja. Fine. We see the work that you have done. But in order to develop, you cannot just displace people. You have to create housing for them. We cannot live without the poor people. The poor people are the ones that will do some more jobs that you, the rich people, will not do. Shall we get one pent? No. We can want the sweep road. So the people by the sweep road, it makes no sense. So please, Honorable Minister, and I want to appeal to the President of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please don't let this demolition go on. A few years ago, when we were staying in Dagba Area 1, it was demolished. We stayed under the rain. I stayed under the rain with my mother. We were looking for where to stay. There was no place for us to stay. We stayed there for days. So I understand what these people are going through. And guess what? Until today, they've not developed Dagba. still like that. Do you understand? So this one now you are trying to pursue them because of maybe one of your friends, or I said maybe before Nasumi, maybe because of one of your friends or one of all these people that have given you money, maybe. Because it's always like that at the end of the day. So next one we can think about all these people and even think about all these children before you continue this art. Thank you.
The reason why we have come to this particular location, there are 4 different positions affecting thousands, more than 15,000 residents of the FCT in this location alone. You can see here children their parents are directly affected. You can also see that there's a victim. One of the victims was shot. He's here. The media have captured. He has just been brought from the hospital. He was shot on the leg. Property worth millions of naira. Shops have been destroyed. After the demolition, the FCT and the FCTA administration, they not only did they demolish, they burned properties here. As you can see, the media can go around to verify it for themselves. We have come to identify with the poor people who are affected. We have also been briefed. We were briefed just yesterday by all the affected residents that we should take up their matter in court on their behalf. So we have come not just to sympathize, but to assess the level of damage.
All right, still in Ruga community, where over 10,000 people have been displaced by the demolition that was carried out illegally, I must say, by the Honorable Minister, Wike. Now, these men, these grandfathers, they've stayed here for more than 30 years. These people have been here before the main development even came to Abuja. They stayed here. And here they have their children and their grandchildren. Then to think that before Christmas, you are coming to scatter everywhere for them. Not just that, in this very hard economy, with the price of dollars, with the price of foodstuff, and you did not even create a place for them to stay. It is craziness, wickedness, and it is not fair. Because this act will cause a very great insecurity, terrorism, and a lot more things will come after this. So this is my strategy here, of course, because I go everywhere with him, and he goes everywhere with me too. So he's with the elderly, he will answer some questions, and he will interpret for the camera. So my strategy.
He said they've been here for 37 years.
37 years.
Yeah. Come on, the minister, he has also So he is saying that since the time of National Air Wike, government has been trying to steal their land, this particular land, but they have not been successful. But that this is the most brazen assault they have faced since they've been here for over 37 years on this property. That they've been here before even most of the developments around here took place, and that even since from that time, since from National Stadium, they have always been here. But that they are dismayed and they are worried that this time the effort to grab this land is more brazen and it's more unrelenting. So just like we had said earlier during our opener, that we are appealing to President Bola Ahmed to prevail on the FCT minister to leave poor people's land for them. That poor people's land belong to poor people. That if they badly need land to grabs, and they should go to Asokoro, they should go to Betama Extension, they should go to Guzape Main and Guzape Ning, they should go to Katape. There are so many places to grab land. Why will you come to airport road to grab land from the poor so that you can give it to the rich? Now it will increase insecurity in the country. Yes, look at the thousands of people who are here now.
Yes. So
what Baba is saying is that since from that beginning of this express, close to the stadium, they have been moving them from their land. That they pushed them from since that stadium side to this place. It was government that they've met several ministers in the FCT. That even the last minister for state, they met her. And that now they want to still remove them from here, that if they remove them from here, where will they go to? That's the question Baba is asking.
So this Wike should please consider these people, and we are appealing to the president and even you, Nathaniel Bassey. I believe that you are a father and you also have children. Take a good look at these children, take a good look at these people. Poor people are your people. We are all Nigerians. Please stop collecting their lands and let these people be.
Their children died here. That they died here, and the cemetery is just behind here, and that they pray for them all the time. So why would you not want to forcefully remove them from their land? That's what Baba is saying.
Then after that, we've seen a video circulating online of Nathaniel Bassey saying that there's hunger in the land. He was explaining about things that happened, about a man he saw that was even well dressed, but the man was like scattering his dustbin to find food to eat. The idea is to go to tell you about the extent by which there's hunger in the country, Nigeria, today. So it's about a 6-minute video, 4 to 6 minute video, and here is the video.
Hello guys, good morning. Forget about the way I look. Something just happened to me right now that has touched me deeply, and I hope that this encourages and inspires you. Sitting outside my house having a short meeting with our staff, and then all of a sudden I see an elderly man fiddling with a dustbin outside. You know that huge dustbin that the trash vehicle takes away. And I just said to him, Oga, why are you scattering the dustbin? And then he looks at me like, I mean, this is not a madman. This is a well, looking man who's apparently a staff, perhaps on the estate, well dressed, coordinated. So this is not a mad person. And then he's bringing out food stuff, some egg rolls that we couldn't finish, or chicken and all. And then I go closer and I said to him, so what are you using it for? I said, is it for a dog? He said, okay, I want to eat. It's my food. Bags of juice, maybe that someone didn't finish or something. And that is someone's meal. I asked him to put it back. Put some, some money in his hand to get a meal. He walks away and I break down crying. Anyway, I've sent for him and we're going to try and help him. Why am I sharing this? Number one, things are hard. So, for those of us that are blessed to have some more, please consider a few people. Don't think about yourself. Look out for vulnerable people around. Life is more fulfilling when we think about other people. Times are hard. I mean, that which I saw this morning has hit me so strong. Number two, those of you complaining and your own stress is, you didn't have enough money to go on vacation, you didn't fly on first class, it was business class, and you're not so happy that God has failed you because some contract didn't go through, or maybe they denied you visa, you are angry with God, you didn't get the promotion, so you're upset, or maybe you didn't get the bag you wanted and you're upset, or maybe your testimony hasn't happened. Is to remind you that the man I saw this morning, all he asked for was just to allow him take the trash, the rubbish from my dustbin. That was his request. He was ready to give thanks to me for allowing him take rubbish, trash, something that could kill him. I hope this is a lesson in gratitude, that if you have food to eat in these times, never forget to give God thanks. And if you have to eat, please remember people around you. Times are hard. God bless you. I wept like a baby seeing this. This is not some social media stunt I'm trying to put up. I'm sharing this because every now and then people send me messages. Pastor Nat, I've prayed, I've done an Hallelujah challenge, I've gone to this place, I've done this one. Why is God treating me this way? Somebody who was sharing a testimony with me and said, this is not the agreement I had with God. My sister has been waiting for a baby. Now they say there's something wrong with the heart. I said to her, have you said thank you to God that your sister did not die during childbirth? Do they have the baby? Can you thank him for those two things first, and then we'll treat the matter of the heart? Be grateful, oh. Be grateful. I have seen something today. God allowed me to see that. No. May ingratitude not flow from my heart and my mouth 1 minute of my life. God has been good. God has been good. If you have a car and you drive a car, you are blessed. If you have a house, there are people who live from hand to mouth and they don't even have raiment. They don't have a place to lay their head. So if you have a car, don't complain about fuel. At least you have a car. If you have a job, don't complain about salary increase. Thank him for the job. I saw a man this morning begging me to, not a madman, a sane human being, a staff, someone who works. I saw his tools, and he didn't see me, so it wasn't a stunt. He wasn't doing it so that I would come to him, and he didn't even know I was watching. I just thought somebody was trying to ransack the dustbin and scatter the place, only to find out that he was trying to organize breakfast. We hear these things and it seems far, but I've seen it today. May God help us to be a blessing to people. May God help us to be grateful people, regardless of what we go through. That level you are complaining about is somebody's hallelujah challenge request. Give thanks. Have a happy weekend. Bye-bye.
And again, there was a video, I think it was a TikTok live for VDM, where he was saying the things he's going to do if he becomes the president, and it's getting different reactions. So people are like, if you follow this lane, you'll never be able to get that position. Because he was like, if I'm president, churches will do this and mosques will do this. Was like giving limitations to these organizations that if I'm giving power, then opening a church will go through scrutiny. They're going to be strict. You cannot just stay and open churches. There are some things you have to do before you'll be able to open churches. And people in the comment sections of that same video are like, that's not the way to go, man. But I don't know. What do you think about that? Is this approach right or wrong? But before you can make that decision, you have to hear and watch the video.
You give me power for this country. A lot of things will cease to exist. I'm telling you the truth. A lot of things will cease to exist. Church, mosque, you go fit count down for Nigeria. Before you open church, you're gonna open 4 companies where if you employ at least 5,000 Nigerians. If I will give you power to open church, if I get power for this country, if you say I want to open so faith ministry, I will tell you no problem. I'll give you a license, but you have to open so faith company 4, and each of them must employ 10,000 Nigerians, and I'll still collect tax for your hand. If you now open mosques, we now go first open 50. True. A lot of things not going to exist again, I swear. So that way Peter will be the top. Peter will be even good self. Peter will be good way.
And then lastly, VDM reacts to the boat driver that was insulted by the House of Rep member a couple of weeks ago, and he has come out to apologize to that same House of Rep member. And people are saying, or VDM is saying, maybe he was threatened or something, or even paid to come out to do the apologies, but he was not supposed to do so. That he fought for him to get that justice, and now he's coming out to apologize. That is not right. And I do not know what to think about that. Comment below. Do you think it was right for the boatman to come out to give an apology or not? And with that being said, this is the video about it, but don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video.
Nigerians, my name is Stevie. I was actually a boat driver that had a misunderstanding with Right Honorable Mascot Igwechi some days ago. I still actually want to apologize to him that I'm sorry for whatever I must have said or must have done to have provoked him to that level of anger. I am very, very sorry. This is actually a medium where I would like to tell all Nigerians that it is not time for us to start dividing ourselves based on religious or tribe or region or anything, that we should actually come together and try to see how we can unite this nation and move the nation forward. Please, Nigerians, let's forgive and forget, as even contained in our Lord's Prayer, that Lord, please forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. For there is no justice without forgiveness. Thank you very much. And I still want to use this medium to thank my family members, my parents, my brothers, my uncles.
Nigeria, before this country go better, it could take time. This is the same person that was harassed, abused, assaulted, degraded.
Look at this monkey.
I don't care what
And after everything, he's coming back to apologize to his oppressor. I don't know what happened. Maybe they have threatened him, or maybe they paid him to come and do this. But this doesn't make any sense. If you don't know who that is the boat driver that was assaulted last week by this guy, Honorable Alex Mascot Ikoji, a honorable member of the House of Representatives. You all saw the video online because the video went viral. In the video, he said a lot of mean things to this guy. He called him a lot of names. He said things like, I will make you disappear. You are a rat, monkey. He slapped him. Not just that, he said I was going to lock him inside his generator house as if he was one animal. And after everything, they took this guy to the police station. He was detained and they seized his car. And after all this thing, this guy is back apologizing. If I now tell you what we did to make sure this guy get justice, and what this guy did to us in return, you will not believe. Nigerians, oh boy, I feel now. This right here is a problem. And first things first, before I tell you now what we go through. Now, I want to say this. To the people, I heard this honorable mascot, if they say come from Anambra. So Anambra people have been Abia people. The best thing that will happen to you people is to not let people like this guy to enter power. I'm telling you the honest truth. Because a man that is supposed to be held accountable for something, he do this code, to the point where we say his victim started apologizing to him. If you don't know what that means, that is a very big deal. It means, if you put this kind of person for power, he go do and undo, and he go use money shut things down. Take it from me. You don't want this guy to have power ever. Now, this boat driver, when that thing happened, I saw the video, I posted it online, and I said I need to look for this guy. He must get justice. Finally, I think it was somebody that sent me, I think Deja Deyonju, my lawyer, was the one that sent his number. Deja Deyonju sent his number that somebody sent to him to send to me. I finally called the guy. I said, let me hear the side of the story. I took him somewhere, we made a video, which I posted online. This guy narrated the story and even added extra what we didn't see. Do you understand? He now said a lot of things and what we didn't see. I felt so much pity for him. Said, no, a human being should not be treated like this. I took him straight to Deja Deyonju's office. Deja Deyonju now heard from him. Deja Deyonju was bitter. It was like, which kind of thing be this? He felt compassion. He wrote the petition immediately and said, we must take up this case and make sure this guy gets justice. Before you know it, as we post the video, they don't go police station. They don't start to make their move. I was home. As I did house, after I post the video, his friend, this honorable mascot friends, now started calling that please, this thing is now going viral, that please, they want the best way to resolve the issue. I said, okay, you want to resolve the issue? Say yes, that the guy is sorry, that the honorable mascot guy is sorry. I said, okay, no wahala. This is what we'll do. If you want us to settle this matter, you have to compensate the guy. They say no problem. Do you understand? They say no problem. I say, they say, how far? What is the compensation? I say, you give the guy 20 million and a boat, a car, a Corolla for him to be doing boats, because the car that was detained is for his Oga, and his Oga will collect it. They said, that 20 million is too much. I said, no, that's all it takes. Meanwhile, this was around evening. Barrister Deji has been with this boy and the honorable member in the police station, because Barrister Deji was trying to make sure this thing gets to court and let them pass judgment against the honorable member. And I called Barrister Deji. I said, Barrister Deji, in people don't they beg? I want one. I said, I've told them that they should bring 20 million and the car. Barrister Deji said, no, that is with the guy in the police station, the honorable member. That the honorable member is very rude. That is not remorseful. That was looking down on the boy and this one now and that. No, they should bring 50 million and the car. I said, Barrister Deji, I beg, let's just, I've spoken to the victim and I've told him that I can try to secure something for him. At least, maybe now God uses one, take butter and bread. Make him just get one car, hold small money, then start up a life for himself. Barrister Deji said, okay, that to make sure I be there. They said it was too much. We started going down. Finally, we arrived at 5 million naira and the Corolla. I called Barrister Deji say no. Me and him argue. Finally, we agreed. We go station. I met the guy and I told him that this is what we agreed with. They will send the money to you and they'll buy the car. The guy now said, okay, no problem. The next day, we were calling them. Meanwhile, they were in House of Assembly where they were drilling the guy. The House of Committee, they were interrogating the guy. After they finally transferred 2 million, 1 million, the money shall complete for the Uber driver, the boat driver hand. They paid him. I called him, they paid you. He said yes. He's remaining in the Corolla. Next thing, tempo come down, the guy apologized with it. So I now called and I said, how far now? They never give this guy this car. What's going on? They said they're giving him the car. I was shocked. I said, what's going on? This guy never called me to tell me, right? And I said, the guy now said, Ross, the car, they say the car was not good. They brought it, but we didn't like it. And I said, but you people didn't carry us along. Do you understand? Cut the long story short, that one passed. Later, they now called, they said they were going to bring the car from Dubai to come and give the guy. So no problem. Our own is that the guy must be compensated. Pastor, did you say he must be compensated? That's not just what he wants, then everybody can go. That justice is not a must that somebody will go to jail. If the two parties agree, then it's fine. That one passed. Yesterday, the president of the association now called and said, that do I know what is going on? I say, what? Said that the guy, that boat driver and his brother have gone to that honorable member's house to go and be chilling that Diana. And I said, from where to where? Do you understand? And next thing now, this guy is coming outside to come and apologize. He didn't tell us, he didn't do nothing. Meanwhile, Barrister Digi stayed with this guy in the police station from morning to night. Barrister Digi represented this guy in court. This guy no pay 1 naira. He no pay 1 naira. We now so they walk up and down, they go, they bargain, they go different place, go sit down. We no go agree. With the ginger up and down, with our fuel, everything. And this guy, after everything, he go through our back. Go talk, go meet the guy for back. They push you, go. Make you go do apology. Making all of us look stupid. As if we don't know what we represent that be. You don't get unclear. Are you a Delta man? A Niger Delta man? No, now. But it's fine. It's fine. But I'm just disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed. That's just the thing. I'm just really disappointed. Because I'm not expecting anything, obviously, because not even concerned. Even when they give him the 5 million, nobody asks him for nothing. Everybody leave on me, they go. You understand? We'll pass that level, 100. You understand? But again, you don't even carry us along. Say, this is just go down for back. Go and apologize. Let's do it like this. Go and apologize. Okay, God help us. And to the honorable member, from tomorrow we'll continue the case. You know, there are some part of the case that we did not consider before. We go investigate that. Now, mind you, it was because we kept quiet because they said they were going to settle on a fair ground. Not to say because we won't close to corruption, no. Because if complainants and suspects don't agree on a normal thing, it makes sense. But this one where we say they can't degrade the guy more to make him look stupid. Because this is degrading and making him look more stupid. This is pushing a poor man like you are poor. You will take anything you like. And I hate the society like that. We could continue. We could continue and small. There are some things that we neglected and the police need to look into those things for real. If you pay that poor man, this other poor man, you know if you pay him. We'll look at those things. Jesus Christ. You go and learn and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.
This is me here as at the 25th of April 2024, 5 days after my 50th birthday. Blind, lame, unable to do anything, all organs not functional. This is me before I joined NSppd. And now this is me as at the 7th day in the beautiful month of November, year 2024. The glorious God has given me a new name. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Truly, what God cannot do does not exist. My name is Modupe Olayinka Omoyeni, and I'm giving this testimony from Lagos, Nigeria. In 2016, I took terribly ill, and as a human being and as a family, we went everywhere to seek medical help to ensure that my life was saved. The sickness was so bad, but there was no diagnosis. All the MIRs, everything we did came out clean. At a stage, the doctors were like, why don't you just go home and start eating? Because I lost appetite, I lost a lot of weight, and because I had lost weight, my muscle mass was down, and they said, okay, go home and eat. But in 2017, as we continued in our search to get solution to the problem, we met a doctor who said that I had cervical cancer. He was suspecting cervical cancer. That frightened me a lot because my mother died of breast cancer. In 2010, she died. So this frightened me. My aunt, which is my mom's sister, and my siblings, we all sought for medical help everywhere we could to ensure that I didn't lose my life the same way my mother did. The surgery was done. I had everything evacuated. My cervix, my womb, everything, my ovaries, my fallopian tube, everything was evacuated. And then they took it for a biopsy. This biopsy came out clean. There was no cancer. But after that operation, everything went bizarre until I became blind and lame. I mean, totally blind. I could see nothing and I was lame. I couldn't walk. Before I got blind and lame, I was not even able to go out anymore. I had to leave work. I couldn't take care of my children anymore. I was widowed during that period of 9 years. And so eventually, along the line of the sickness, my brother introduced me to the fire altar. Apparently my brother doesn't live in Nigeria, he lives in Canada, but he was always on. I wasn't even interested at that time because I knew I didn't have the strength to pray, I didn't have the strength to do anything. So but my brother and siblings, and we were just there looking, praying. So when he came in from Canada in April 25th this year, he told me that the Lord said he came to see me. Apparently, the Lord told him in Canada to come to Nigeria and achieve 3 things. Those 3 things he must achieve before returning, and he did achieve them. The first one was to come and see me because God told him I was dying. At that time, I was already blind and lame. I was taken to Ibadan on the 25th of April this year in an ambulance because I couldn't walk and I couldn't see. All my organs were not functional. I hadn't taken a bath for 3 years and everything was so bad. So I was moved to Ibadan. But my brother was always on the fire altar. Even with the difference in time, he was always on the fire altar. Lo and behold, oh my God, I wasn't on the altar. I never even was on the altar. But God heard my brother's prayers. God heard the prayers of the people that were praying for me. And guess what happened, Pastor Jerry? On May 9th, exactly 3:01 Canadian time, during the NSppd fire prayers in the morning, you mentioned my case. You said, I don't know who you are, but your elder sister that is at the verge of death, at the point of death, she will not die.
I don't know who you are, but the Lord said that your elder sister that is at the point of death, your elder sister that is at the point of death, at the sound of your amen, your sister will not die.
And this was just 1 hour into the prayers, May 9th, 1 hour into the early morning prayers. And I tell you, sir, after 9 years, lying in the same spot, not even lying in the same spot, non-mobile, no bath, nothing worked, sir. I was discharged from the hospital that very month. I was discharged. Oh, truly, what God cannot do does not exist. This is a woman who used to see and became blind and lame. All organs were not functioning. My PCB went down to 16%. It was suggestive of immediate blood transfusion. They couldn't give me any antibiotics, injections, or anything. I had no muscle. I had nothing. Oh my God. But you mentioned my case. I am grateful to God Almighty for using you. Pastor Jerry, what you are doing in this generation, you might not understand. You are really bubbling us up. This morning's fire prayer was awesome, and I know there's verdict on everyone because God has ruled in my favor. Truly, what God cannot do does not exist. May the oil on your head never run dry. May the oil on your head never run dry.